now, but like no one can hear us yet.
You can do it. Uh, I prefer doing play by play, but I can also do color. Let's go. Totally. Totally. I also think with the whole video ninja thing, I'm always like suspecting there's like a little bit of lag between when I speak and when it comes out on the other end. So I okay, cool. All right, I won't worry about it too much. Oh, I didn't know that. All right. Sure. That's cool. Oh, it was really good. Feel that. I have to wake up at 6:15 because every morning I have a track practice at 7:15. Um, yeah, it's pretty brutal, but things have been going pretty great. Oh, that's so rough. I'm a morning person too. I'm like in bed by 9. Oh, sure. Hmm. Do you guys know how much it costs to get all the Guilty Gear DLC characters? On Xbox. Oh, what's this? Is the Ultimate Edition like everything? Oh, no, it doesn't. But decent. Mm-hmm. Mm. Is season 3 just Johnny, or is that a bunch of characters? Okay, that's perfect. I don't care about Johnny. I don't care about the 3 characters that aren't out yet. I might end up splashing the cash and getting some of the DLCs. Normally, when I play fighting games, I don't get the DLCs until I'm like really far into it, and I just like I'm almost the Celestial. Um, I'm like floor 10.4 right now. Like, if I win one more best of 3, I'm gonna get the Celestial challenge. So I'm feeling like I'm in there. Uh, and it's the point where I kind of need to start labbing against these characters. That goofy pose I made went really well with the goofy pose you made, CPT, because it got you really high up and me really low down. It's a great picture.
Are you ready, World Warriors? Capcom and Teals have joined forces again to bring you Capcom Pro Tour World Warrior. Look, spectacular action! Feel sensational thrills! Don't miss out on your chance to go to Capcom Cup. Capcom Pro Tour World Warrior.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Digital Havoc number 149. Thank you for joining us for a very special Digital Havoc. This is our first tournament that we're running online for the release of Season 3. I'm Captain Neckbeard, joined by Kobold tonight. How are you doing?
I'm doing so good. That trailer was probably peak. I'm ready to get into it. I'm loving Season 3, especially with the new Kai buffs. So let's see what these people can do.
Yeah, it's a big thing since the 24th. A lot of our competitors have had, what is that, 4 or 5, well, it depends on what time you wake up. 4 or 5 whole days to be cooking in the lab. We're going to be seeing some new stuff that if we haven't already seen on Twitter, people are going to be keeping it on the down low, getting ready for some big tournament action. I'm interested to see how some of the characters that we might not see too often have gotten changed. I'm interested to see how these players have been able to adapt this whole new playstyle they'd have to create with the system changes that have come into effect with Burst, with the buffs and nerfs that have come and gone to the many different characters. I'm excited to see it.
And I, for one, have been seeing some very scary Twitter clips of Happy Chaos doing some very scary things. This is one of the first Season 3 tournaments I've seen, so let's see if Happy Chaos can pull that scary stuff out.
Alright, not going to see some Happy Chaos just yet. Going to be starting off with some Maha and J2.
Corners being traded left and right. Looks like Maha's going to get the hit midstream. Mixes that Wild Assault, that's big. Crazy mix there.
Ooh. Some all-important mix gets a very ferocious start to game 1 here. Maha takes the first round.
Whoa, going crazy with this air mobility. Maha getting a little overwhelmed by all this jumping around Millie is doing. Nice punish though. Getting out of the corner. This could be big.
I'll get some big counters off of the strokes there. Back throw incident, though. Maha's got J2 back in the corner. Burst gets baited.
Excellent back throw. Oh man, that crescent moon is so hard to block. Once you start blocking high, the lows start coming.
Interesting little sequence there. Maha did basically a perfect rainbow around J2 there with all that evasion. J2, big hill to climb here, seemingly to start. But that's only game 1. Still has 2 games to figure it out, get some adaptations going. Really has to start playing their game, because right now Maha's just kind of running away with it.
Definitely, and I do know Milia has a new setup where she can actually loop her H-Disc Oki using Wild Assault. And we saw Natsu trying to do that. Just about whiffed it, but maybe that'll come out in this round. Oh, starting off some crazy pressure. Just about escapes though. Dive kick.
Alright, early burst spend.
And dodges that note, but doesn't get the punish. And now with the burst advantage and the corner, but health deficit. Nice punish. Very nice punish.
Yep, hard read on the ultimate Fortissimo there. Gets the wall splat. Charge does break the wall. Gets a free air dash to start.
Ooh, in the corner. A little low on meter, especially considering that positive bonus. You know, spending a lot on these purple Roman cancels. This is scary. Whoa. Excellent job getting out of the corner there. I know it's really hard to defend against. That worked.
Second burst spent by Maha. Does not want to lose this round. J2 also holding on to burst. Oh, gets the catch. Not going to close out the round. And a 6P.
Oh man, both players looking a little scared there. Looking a little scared to miss.
Yeah, went a little too close down to the wire. There we go. Burst spent again. Both players now back down to no burst. But one big thing with the system changes, burst meter builds up a lot quicker than it used to in previous versions of the game.
For sure. And
so
now
far only what?
There's no blocking that one. That would have been the new loop if Maha had had meter for Wild Assault, but Burst meter, even with these new buffs on its recovery, you know, it's hard to come by. See if J2 can make this comeback happen. Not using the new
Oh,
special
gets
move.
the command grab. There we go. This is going to be big damage. Does it kill? Not quite.
Got the knockdown though. Let's see what he does with it.
Ooh.
Oh, that frame trap is nefarious.
Just got a little
Maha,
impatient looking. Yeah, just got a little impatient looking for that last hit, take a game back. But yeah, it was a frame trap. Maha just able to once again just keeps on the advantage. J2 did make some good adjustments from what I saw to interrupt Maha's offense, get some offense of their own. But now Maha is on a pretty comfortable lead, 2-0. J2's got to take it back here.
Nice dive kick. That Oki is nefarious. Got to guess high, low, and hit throw. But these backdashes from Maha in the corner have been going absolutely crazy, dodging all these attacks. So good. Blender doesn't stop just because you're out of the corner though, taking you coast to coast. That's pretty crazy. Look at this combo.
Massive conversion off the air stroke. Now it's going to be a pretty comfortable position.
Oh, even that mobility won't save you. It's kind of looking like J2 hasn't messed around with the new patch a lot. No deflect shields, no wild assaults, and no use of that new special move, even though it is optimal in close S combos now.
Yeah, man, that's a massive point to make. Season 3 has some big universal changes. You have to take advantage of them.
J2 just had to go touch grass for a bit. I see how it is. Not a real Strive player.
Oh,
nice
air throw.
Whoa, those staggers are nefarious. Getting that normal throw. That Oki after normal throw is kind of fake, but Maha, if anyone knows how to enforce it, Maha. Whoa, going over that
set point.
Airy situation in the corner, taking big damage. This is gonna lead to a knockdown.
Spends the wild assault there for the hard knockdown too.
Ooh, J2 knows Maha doesn't have those meaties.
Oh!
Great dodge on.
Calls out the command grab and escapes. Is now going to get the pressure back going unless J2 uses burst there. Air throw sends back into the corner.
That was a good burst. I had no idea which side that was going to hit on. But Maha once again manages to squeeze out that victory over J2. It was looking closer in that last round, but it just didn't end up mattering. Maha, the pressure was too good, and the mobility was too good.
Yeah, we can see, especially in that last round where J2 took the first round in that game, they were making the all-important adjustments to play to that. But just like you said earlier, we didn't see anything of the changes that Season 3 brought us. So that was likely... I don't think that was going to make or break the changes we had there. But regardless, wasn't enough to play Season 2 Maha will take it. J2 sent down to the losers bracket. So yeah, speaking of Season 3 changes, what are some of the bigger things that you've noticed altogether?
Well, for me, the 10 frame far S for Kai, pretty great. But one thing that's being slept on for Kai is the 12 frame 5HS. So big, because after the wall breaks, if we're both standing at like round start, I have a 12 frame normal that leads to a combo and counter hit, and I can confirm that reaches. Like, what are you gonna do against that? It's like better than Johnny. Pretty great. I've also been really feeling the Potemkin buffs. I played against a really good Potemkin earlier today. We played 25 games. I got 5. 5.
Yeah, especially with what we saw yesterday, Snake Eyes taking that big tournament win. Grappler Gang, they're in a real good spot right now. But for Grappler Gang's sake, you better stop doing so good. Otherwise, all of our favorite big guys are going to get nerfed straight into the ground again. I can't deal with another bottom tier grappler.
Snake Eyes is literally a god, but he is carrying Zangief on his shoulders.
Oh,
Like
he's carrying
that.
Zangief. He carried Potemkin at what was it, Texas Showdown, right? Yeah, Texas Showdown. He
Now I'm
Zang
scared
or
though. I feel like Capcom's gonna look at him and and they're gonna be like, Zangief is not supposed to do well. We are going to nerf him more.
no, surely not. Surely they couldn't. They couldn't make the obligatory low tier grappler even more low tier. That couldn't
Well, they
happen.
couldn't Snake Eyes if they tried. So
I want
you
to
know they can nerf all they want.
Sorry, I have to come in and join in on this conversation here. As voice of God, I gotta say, Snake Eyes. By the way, he's the only Zangief player who's actually won a major tournament in not only Street Fighter 6, but Street Fighter 5, Street Fighter 4, and also even Street Fighter Super Turbo to HD Remix. He's the
No
only,
way.
He's
Street
the
Fighter
only Zangief player who's won majors.
Yeah, I
in
saw
all those games,
someone
in all those games.
the Street Fighter 6 resource hub saying at this point Snake Eyes character isn't his character, it's his stand. Like Zangief is a part of him. He is Zangief.
He just
Yeah, Snake Eyes just understands the game at a completely different level than anything really. Like I don't know how he sees the game the way he does, but it works.
Dude, like even when
One time at 2 a.m. I like bolted up in my bed in a cold sweat and I just like felt in my heart, you know, I had just had a nightmare where Snake Eyes was playing JP. Nothing scarier than that idea.
Oh, come on. No, none of this JP discourse, especially with a hero like Snake Eyes. Come on now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
we're waiting for the winner between a fancy dress and JFO's. Winner of that will be playing Phantom up next on stream.
All right, perfect. So, speaking of grapplers, JFOS, I know, big member of Grappler Gang. I see him Guilty Gear with the Potemkin, in Street Fighter with the Zangief. A fancy dress, I believe she's a chip player.
Oh, Chip Potemkin. Not Chip Potemkin. It's like Sisyphus pushing that boulder up that hill. It doesn't matter. I saw one clip where the Potemkin player got hit 8 times and the Chip player got 2, and you won't guess who won.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I worked on a very simple philosophy when I picked up the game. I played Potemkin. You have to get lucky every time. I only have to get lucky once. All it takes is one grab, infinite Garuda pressure. Get good.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, awaiting either a fancy dress or JFOS is going to be Phantom, one of the top players in Ontario for Guilty Gear Strive. Although the one thing that I'm very interested in seeing is that Phantom is a Zato 1 player. So I need to see how one of the top Zato players is adjusting to Zatom 1 in Guilty Gear Strive.
Zatom 1. Well, I know a lot of the top Zato 1 players started filling out their McDonald's employee application forms as soon as the patch notes hit. But I've also seen a few clips of top Zato players playing. His pressure is pretty much the same. I think that he got nerfed a lot. He's hurting, but I don't think it's over. I think the Zato players are still in there.
Oh yeah, where there's a will, there's a way. People who play Zato are going to make Zato work. The Zato bros will pull through. All right, looks like we have an update from Bracket. A fancy dress takes it 3-1 over JFOS, and we'll be seeing Phantom versus a fancy dress next year on stream.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how scary you are. Chip Potemkin is still a pretty woeful matchup, even if 5P hits crouches.
Yeah. All right. Here we go.
Oh, we got.
All right, looks like. Yeah, looks like I got it wrong. A fancy dress on the Kai. And
like she's cooking. Nice faultless defense in the air to get that air at next, but this pressure is looking relentless. We saw a new 50-50 with Zato. I don't think it was there before the patch.
So far from what I'm seeing, I haven't seen any nerfs.
Yeah, although we can see the Eddie life gauge right now. That's a low vocal.
Oh, that's... yeah.
Wow, okay. I need to learn to use faultless defense like a fancy dress because that mobility in the air is crazy.
Fancy Dress not able to find an opportunity to break out of the pressure there, put the pressure on Phantom while Eddie was gone. But looks like this pressure is going to be starting now. Oh.
Here comes Eddie. Recalling Eddie. That's something I really like about the new Zato changes. It really forces the Zato players to recall Eddie a lot more, which I think makes him a lot more interesting to watch. Okay, let me see the I-base.
Oh, massive counter. Not going to get anything off it, though. Nice evasion on Eddie. Snubs out Eddie again.
Great job just stalling in the air, getting rid of that Eddie. You know, you get a lot more reward for letting Eddie run out now.
Fancy Dress has been doing a real good job of snubbing out Eddie here. Zato is forced to play a lot more puppetless neutral, and so far it seemed to not be doing Phantom any favors. There, Eddie snubbed once again.
Whoa, excellent jump dust. Oh, can't block leaps forever. Eddie's so scary. Keeping that pressure even while it's down. This is really good. Look at the flex shield. Fancy Dress knows what's up.
New defensive mechanic gives a Fancy Dress some room to breathe, although still trapped in the corner.
Oh man.
Got caught playing too defensively, just a touch, too defensively, gets command grab for her troubles, and Phantom takes it first game. So, yeah, from what I've seen so far, Phantom's still doing a good job of playing some standard Zato, but the thing you mentioned out, how long you have to go without Eddie now if he gets snubbed out, it's painful. I can see it now. I see why Zato Bros might not be doing so well.
We're seeing that offense where, you know, Zato 1's offense is so good when he is Eddie, and it's like okay without it. But now, Fancy Dress has so much more time where she doesn't have to block Eddie, she just has to block Zato in between the Eddie apocalypse.
Oh, here we go.
I've always thought this is kind of a tough matchup for Kai. It's hard to use charged stun edge because of Drunken Shade. You know, that really fast reflector. Oh man.
Oh, gets caught mashing and gets the burst baited.
Great reversal. That wouldn't have comboed, so a bit of a wasted burst, but it's okay. Back in the corner. Full combo.
Alright.
Great awareness on Flash, but doesn't quite pay off.
Fancy Dress was looking to keep Phantom in the corner there, but just broke the law right underneath. Actually, hold on a minute. That's a new move, if I remember correctly now, where Zato gets to swap places with Eddie.
Zato got
these season 3 changes are moving faster than I can keep up with.
Some great 2Ps from a Fancy Dress. Just getting these amazing whip punches. Doesn't go for positive bonus. Instead, opting to get setup. I don't know if I'd have done that. You know, she had meter for a super, but looks like it's paying off.
All right, Fancy Dress has Phantom on the ropes here. One hit just has to get one confirm here.
Let's talk about how nefarious that command grab was. Leap went right over her head, and then boom, getting command grab.
Yeah, you gotta stay on your toes.
Using that Salat to get in for free. Uses break the lock. Might have been trying to trick a fancy dress into thinking he was going to switch with Eddie in new special move, and then didn't. That's kind of clever. Already got the new mind games going on.
The Kyle Kisuke special run up grab.
You know, Potemkin players eat glue. I really feel like us high players eat something that isn't normal. But I'm not sure what it is.
Oh, gets caught with the overhead.
Eat Stun Dipper. Oh, that was pretty good.
All right. Well,
That's
Fancy Dress takes that. We've got a game on our hands now.
That's something that I've noticed about the new Zato. Because you have to... So, it's a lot more punishing for Eddie to go away. So you're really encouraged to recall Eddie so that you get that really fast Eddie health regen. But that means you always have to keep an eye on the Eddie gauge in a way that you really didn't have to last patch. So that ends up making your mental stack so much harder to manage. So when Kai Kisuke does Stun Edge from full screen, you know, it's much harder to Drunken Shake.
Yeah, it's resource management has always been the same with Zato in Strive, but Zato players have had a year of Season 2 Eddie management, so this is a completely different game they're playing at this point. It's going to take a little while to adjust and break bad habits.
Whoa, great pickup. Getting that safe jump. I did not know that was a thing. Gonna have to lab that. Whoa, great leap. Great awareness with that drunken save. Taking it out at a moment's notice. Oh, Eddie as well. This is a good spot for Phantom.
Alright.
That burst? Oh, yeah.
Burst gets spent. And Fancy just going for the Kai special of run up grab. Runs right into invite hell though.
Wow, these grabs are ballsy. Especially considering, you know, Fancy Dress was using Stun Dipper without a Roman Council behind it. And someone told me just today never to do that, but I guess the real Kai players, you know, the real Kai players aren't scared.
Oh,
great
air to air conversion. Alright, rides the lightning.
Ride the Lightning actually does less damage than Sacred Edge now. So, it's kind of messed up. The only super that does negative damage. Great meaty.
Oh, it's like I said earlier with the Zato resource management. It's a completely different game you have to play now. And you've got almost 2 years of habits that you've got with the first 2 versions of the game. So these are just some small changes that players are going to have to be aware of and make the adjustments in real time.
Totally. Whoa.
Big grab on the Wild Assault.
Insane. Whoa. Crazy mix-up with that fast Roman cancel, but Phantom completely ready to block it. Seen all the Sky stuff before. All this Sky baloney. Doesn't quite get that confirmed, but still got a big life lead and a slight burst advantage. Even up that burst to push him away, but Eddie out for long with this 5G.
Gets caught ducking a little too long, eats the charge dust, and a hard knockdown for her troubles.
3-2 cage, crazy combo. Fancy Dress definitely showing they're not afraid to block for a while. And that might end up being their downfall, you know? Like really defensively.
Tried to go for a hard call out with the 2P attempt there, but Phantom goes for leap with Eddie, goes straight over it, takes the round. So with that, Fancy Dress now up on the ropes here. Phantom up 2-1 in the set, but from what we've seen so far, it's pretty even, and I think this really can go anyone's way at this point still.
Yeah, that really good comeback, just showing Zato 1 might be definitely nerfed from last patch, but still that pressure is oppressive. You know, once you're in the blend, it's hard to get out. Ground start burst. Already got a big resource advantage here for a Fancy Dress.
All right, both bursts spent. Both players opting for the Kami 99 special.
Using those stun edges, snipe Eddie from far away. The reward is so much higher now, but that meaty projectile leads to a little combo. That's kind of cool.
Phantom's been doing a great job of keeping Fancy Dress out while in Eddie burnout, one might say. Oh no! Not the command grab into the command grab.
Battle 2.
Fancy Dress has been locking down the neutral fairly well, but it feels like as soon as Phantom gets hit, he's got such mastery of pressure. It's really hard for a Fancy Dress to get out.
Oh, good backdash on the grab attempt there.
Not using Drunken Shade. Oh, that could have been big.
There we go.
Ew. Great combos, great pressure from the Fancy Dress there. Just keeping Phantom locked down in the corner. It's anybody's game.
Anybody's game. Fancy Dress is not out of this yet.
Not to mention, got a tidy little burst advantage there. Oh man, Tikto, this is so scary. Even the deflect shield doesn't keep Zato out for long. Commentator's curse, I guess. Great defense.
Combo drops at the end there. Going to give Phantom a chance to take this round and the set with it.
Phantom's got a big meter advantage too. Using that super, this is gonna kill, right?
That kills. Fancy Dress gets caught mashing. Phantom takes it nice and slow, uses some nice simple confirms, close out the game, take the set 3-1.
For sure, we've been seeing a lot of from Phantom here. Really an explosive player. Once he's in, he is in.
Yeah, and everything that we've mentioned earlier, I think these two really highlighted the importance of these Season 3 changes. I noticed a Fancy Dress used a lot of the new... what's the mechanic called? Perfect block?
Deflect shield.
Not a perfect block. Deflect shield. Yeah, I saw a lot of that to alleviate some pressure and then just catch Eddie with a 2S off of it. So good use of it there. A lot of wild assaults were being thrown out. Keep some block pressure going. Get some hit confirms. Good stuff.
Oh, we got the new Johnny, the Day 5 Johnny. Let's see what what Yata has been cooking with this new character.
Excited to see what new Johnny brings to the table.
Yata's
going up against Bly. Oh, wake up super. Nothing quite like it. You tell Saul, that's my name.
So sick. So sick.
Johnny's so cool.
Unfortunately, Sly did drop the heavy volcanic viper there, so I ended up losing a bit of damage, but still, one touch from Solon, you're hurting. This is still completely possible for either player.
Oh!
Battle 2.
High close slash anti-air there. Yata takes the first round.
Round start 5k from Johnny. Got all these long range fast normals. Doesn't need to use it. Withstands the wild assault. Johnny's mix without that card isn't too crazy, so.
Oh, Sly's looking for some big damage here. Gets the wall splat, breaks it.
Definitely found that big damage. Oh my god, where did the health go? Here comes the card setup from the blue Roman cat. Very cool.
Oh wow, what range on that 6H? That was... They didn't buff that, did they? That seemed quite large.
That move has always just been like that. It's just you don't see it every day because it's so laggy. It seems like Sly is very willing to use it though. Paying off.
I mean, with risk reward like Saul 6H, you might as well. Against the gambler of Johnny, no less.
Oh my god. It looks like Johnny gambled one. I wanted to learn Soul, but I couldn't get the car inputs out. And so much of his damage is locked behind that high execution. I'm always impressed when I see Soul players doing it.
Oh. Aha, some strike throw. We're playing Street Fighter now. Oh, call out on That's My Name. Wild throw. Takes
The
first
signature
game.
Soul pressure is here, and just because you're a new character, it doesn't mean Soul's +3 is going easy on you.
Yes, sir. It doesn't
Plus 3 is close
doesn't matter how
Alright.
many. It doesn't matter who you are, what tools you've got, and how cool you are. Sol far slash into Sol far slash into Sol far slash is not going anywhere.
It's the great equal. Doesn't matter what tier you are either. Happy Chaos gets hit by it too.
Yeah, you gotta adapt. You gotta know the tech. It's very easy. One thing that I've been noticing with, you know what? I'll save it for after this match, because I've got a little story with Johnny. All right. Burst gets spent pretty early. Does not want to get sent into the corner for any pressure whatsoever.
Oh, seeing that card setup. It does have that instant overhead that's plus on block when the card's on the ground. Let's see if it ends up getting pulled out. I'm so scared of that.
S Volcanic Viper still has invulnerability for reversals.
Ooh, great punish. Super good awareness there. Not much damage though.
Massive 6P on the Mistfinder.
Oh my god, this is gonna do so much damage. Oh my god.
Oh! The initial 6H didn't kill. Yada almost got a confirm off of it, but not quite. Another 6H will close out the round.
I have never seen a Soul use 6H in that much, and it's really good. It feels like Fly is putting his own twist on the character. It's really creative. Here comes the instant overhead. Flies onto it. In that block.
Here you go. Sit there and block all this.
Oh,
Oh!
maximum. Oh, wow. That
Not going to
almost
get a combo
killed
off of it. That would have led to some massive damage. Oh, another counter hit.
Goes for that red Roman cancel to bait the first, but Fly's keeping his cards close to his chest. You know, I want to keep the first for next round.
Yeah, still got one more round to play. Burst or the new season mechanics might be important tools to hold on to.
Big damage into a safe drum. You have to get quick to the corner. Not a great spot.
Oh. Bandit brings it down, forces Yada into the corner.
Whoa, That's My Name PRC, just like Faust style. That's very cool. I've not seen anyone do that. Well, the flex shield as well.
Oh,
Oh,
just a tap
Those
fight
one-
D.
You're not blocking that.
Yeah, tap 5D, quick overhead. Got to be ready for it. Can't be asleep at the wheel. Not with Saul. Not with anyone, really, in this patch. But, yeah, so far from what I've seen, Yada's been doing a pretty good job of showing off the Johnny where it matters. Sly, though, been sticking with Saul this whole time. Looks like they've been in the lab since the patch dropped, is getting a very good understanding of the new season mechanics, of the new Soul bad guy. Now,
Oh, and
Yada's
here
got
we are.
one more chance to turn it around.
And immediately in the corner against Soul. Although, this might lead to a wall break. That's good. Using all the bursts to secure that knockdown. Great safe drum. It is paying off. Seems like Johnny gets a lot off these blue Roman cancels. He's able to set up the card and get it mixed up off this one close set. That's so cool.
Well, that's because Johnny's so cool. Everything about Johnny personifies cool. I can't get over this character.
Totally. It's making me start to think that, like, maybe everything Johnny doesn't have is lane. Like, maybe dash blocks are lane.
All right. Oh, well-timed Wild Assault. Catches a mash. And now gets to keep his corner pressure going. Ooh, no chance to
Corner
burst
pressure,
there.
nothing to be scoffed at. Let's see the safe jump. Oh, what? How did he get over on the right side? How did that happen?
Oh, throws the card.
Perfect.
Closes it out with a perfect. Card throw super
Yeah,
going straight through the gunflame. Given the fun fact, I'm sorry I keep interrupting you, but I got a real fun fact I want to share quick about the card throw super. Every character, depending on their gender, gets the either a king, queen, or a jack card, except Happy Chaos, who gets the Joker, obviously. Saul, though, still gets a queen card, because again, Saul Bad Guy is just one massive queen reference.
Decide the
I think that's awesome.
So clever. So clever. Yeah. Reads like that full screen super. It really shows, you know, Yata's kind of in Sly's head at this point. So Sly still does have the lead, but I'd be kind of quaking in my boots if I were them. The round start. Whoa, great bandit bringer.
battle 2.
Closing out the round,
Decide
just
the
like that.
destiny.
All right, Sly once again on set point, but we've already seen Yata can't
Whoa,
bring it back from these.
Got a lot of confusing cross-ups going on. Normally I know what's going on, but they just seem to be like sliding around the screen like they're all greased up.
Oh,
Great
air throw.
That is one thing about Johnny. I feel like he's a pretty greasy fellow.
What do you mean by
Got a
that?
thin oil coating at all times.
Oh, here we go.
Big counter
Massive
hit.
counter hit.
Taking him coast to coast, all the way to the corner from one hit.
Oh, what a conversion! What a conversion!
That was so sick.
Gets
The
the
awareness
side
was
swap and
wild.
just that looked like a NetherRealm Studios game combo. That was quite the pickup there.
For real.
So yeah, and what we saw there, Sly once again very comfortable with new Saul. Yata still learning Johnny. Everyone's learning Johnny at this point. Sly takes a 3-1, but again, Yata got that game with new Johnny. Nothing to shake a stick at. So as I was referencing earlier with the story that I have about Johnny, I was trying to learn him on release, and it wasn't. It took a while for me to I felt like I was doing everything I could to play him right, to play what I saw, but then I realized, wait a minute, why am I thinking that I have to do a CD into quarter circle back C cancel into a dash cancel? I'm not playing Ryuji Yamazaki. This isn't the King of Fighters. Just because they both have Serpent Strike, this isn't making sense to me. So far, that's the only obstacle I have with learning Johnny, is that I feel like I'm playing a completely different character in a completely different franchise. Nothing's adding up to me so far. But mark my words, I will become a good Johnny player. I need someone for those bad Gold Lewis matchups.
Yeah, definitely. I think that Gold Lewis and Johnny, that's a solid combo. Although it does kind of do poorly against zoners. Gold Lewis doesn't have the best time getting on characters like Happy Chaos, and Johnny can't dash block.
Yeah. But I guess I just don't like Rushdown. I guess I don't like insane speed. I don't know what it is about me, but we'll slowly figure it out. All right, so just looking ahead, got one side of winter semis set up with some Sly and Fern. Sly coming off that win off Yata, and our other side of winter semis, we're waiting on the end of the set between Phantom, who we've seen, and Sleepy DM to go up against Beef. Yeah, I remember you were talking about Beef earlier. What insight can you give us about Beef?
So Beef is a Potemkin player and has some extremely scary pressure. Already using all those system mechanics to its fullest. You know, Potemkin got given White Wildacell. it would be criminal not to use it constantly. And Beef understands that as well as I do. So, definitely one of those players who sometimes looks like a robot. See what happens.
All right. And as alluded to earlier, we've got our first half of winter semis underway now. Fern on the Kai and Sly back on Sol. Lore battle.
Fern really showing some crazy reactions, just keeping up the pressure non-stop, eating away at Sly's health bar, even though this is generally considered to be one of Kai's worst matchups.
Perfect.
I'm sorry, what were you saying about one of Kai's worst matchups? Fern seems to be proven otherwise. Starts it off with a perfect. But
This isn't
saw
supposed
Sly
to
dominating
happen.
last game.
This wasn't in the script.
Oh, good read. Baits out the DP. And now it's
That's one
Sly's
of-
turn to keep the pressure going.
That's one of the dangers to having such a fast-paced play style and trying to go non-stop. If you mess up once, it's probably going to be a whiff DP. Big opening.
Oh! Keeps it fast and furious. Catch a Sly ducking with the just the tap dust. Burst gets baited. Fern takes it fast and furious.
How did he know with that burst? That's crazy. He was like, I am reading your mind. You are going to take 2 air normals and then burst.
Some people just see the game completely different. It's not even fair at some point. But only game 1. Sly still has 2 games to lose. Well, 1 game to lose. 2 games to adapt. I should rather. We'll see how this turns out. Oh my god. Fern going for the far slashes. Like they're playing Sol or something.
Really good anti-air on that Fuja arc, getting the safe throw.
Side
Great
switch.
stun.
Oh.
Kai is a character who kind of has to fight his way out of the corner, so getting this wall break. Oh, never mind. Oh,
I'm sorry?
getting out of the corner.
That was supposed to wall break, right?
Oh man, sacred
Oh
edge.
man.
No functional super.
Fascinating turn of events. We're going to give Sly the first round there. Hopefully Fern isn't too rattled off of that.
Oh, it's not looking like he's too rattled. Great confirm.
Took that as inspiration even.
Getting the just blocks. Can't do those direct lefts all day or else, you're gonna get punished.
There we go. That one wall breaks. Oh!
Whoa. Oh, you can do that.
Wall break Foudre arc into grab. That's a new one. I was expecting at least a dash up first.
Oh man, is proving himself once more with these conversions on the anti-air Fuja.
Sly's been spending a lot of time in the lab. Knows how to get these conversions when they matter most.
Oh, that was so plus. Keeping up the pressure non-stop.
Keep Sly locked down. Oh! Wild throw. Breaks the pressure. Fern throws him right back. Whiff throw.
That confirm into Vortex was so good. Just reacting at a moment's notice to that counter hit.
Yep, Sly's been spending obviously a lot of time in the lab. Is getting every single stray hit, knows exactly how to convert it into at least some small combo, get some good damage, get a good knockdown, build meter most importantly. Yeah, we've got an even game here. Sly and Fern, they're going to tear the house down. I'm already feeling this.
Definitely. Sol and Kai is a matchup that's been happening since the start of time. And Fern definitely is a really aggressive guy. So, these matches aren't going to take long.
It's got mashing. Wild Assault keeps combo going, gets a wall splat. Incredible
Holding that
start.
meter. Ooh, what's the mix? Going for the Air Bandit Revolver to get out of dodge. Yeah, that combo would have been big. Great for...
Skates cornered. Oh, Tata whiffs.
Narrowly dropping that combo. Great defense from Fern right now, though. Normally when you see that blue rum cancel forward after Fafnir, you're going for a ride, but Fern's that patient.
KO.
Yeah, one thing I liked about that round, Sly basically one hit away from getting KO'd. Fern did not get greedy. Just let Sly do whatever they needed to burn all their resources and then close it out with a cheeky little stun dipper.
Wow, excellent
good
throw, but
backdash.
more excellent backdash.
Oh. Sly looking for these stray hits. Massive counter hit.
Sly's
That'll get something started.
Wow, Sly's been doing a really good job of getting in there and wiggling his way in to get those sneaky little 2Ks. Hard to always be blocking low.
Decide the destiny.
Especially with two warriors like this who only want to hold forward. Can't do both.
Let's see the mix after this wall break. Got positive bonus too. It's a DP, but Fern's too patient.
Oh,
Whoa, excellent air throw.
nice use
You
of
don't
the
see
wild
people
assault
blocking.
there. Doesn't let Sol burst. Good break.
KO.
Using that extra momentum to make sure the 5HS to direct out combos. Really good awareness, definitely shows, you know, Fern knows what's up with Wild Assault. Fern knows what he's doing.
Yeah, the wild assault taking away burst meter so that Sly wouldn't be able to have escaped at any point with burst at all. That's big brain stuff. That's stuff that you could only think of doing as a low level player such as I. Now, Fern sees the game
Yeah.
differently. Fern sees the
Oh
game
my
differently,
God.
and thanks to that, is on set point.
Going for that really disrespectful charged 5D. That's crazy. In the blender right now.
Oh! Gets the combo off the counter 6H.
Decide the
Getting some insane mileage for Sly.
Great faultless defense on that maybe 5K. Away a little bit.
Oh, just confirms. Rides the lightning to the wall break.
Really wants that super knockdown on the wall break. I understand.
Uh-oh.
Aw. Look.
It's like an accidental side switch. Gonna lead to some damage I'm sure Fern would have rather not taken.
Yeah, you make one mistake against Joel and you're gonna see it on your health bar.
Spends all the meter there, gets a nice conversion. Sly holding on to the burst there, still has one more round to play with it.
Oh my god. Creative use of Wild Assault. Did not you could no you could use that there. Yeah. Going for that setup.
Oh! It's got ducking a little too long. Fern one mix away from taking it. And there it is. Wild Assault into Far Slash closes out the last game of that set with a perfect and will be moving on to winners finals.
it was really smart there using Wild Assault Raw just to like push that one last mix up Fern knew he needed. He was like, okay, you know, I just need one more hit. How can I get that hit Raw Wild Assault? And it's true.
All right, so next we're going to be seeing Phantom versus Beef. Got some Zato 1 and Potemkin here. Both. I'm not sure if the buffs and nerfs to both characters have shifted the power levels at all. We'll see if this matchup changes. I don't remember what I thought of the matchup back when I was still a Potemkin player, but I'm interested to see how this is going to look now. What do you think?
Yeah, well, all I know is that this matchup was very, very bad for Potemkin last patch. But one thing about Potemkin, he often has to hold pressure for like 40 seconds. And I think that over those 40 seconds, Eddie is going to run out a couple of times. So I think it could definitely swing a lot more in Potemkin's favor now that, you know, he can kind of wait out Eddie more practically and use that larger health pool to not die during that time.
Mm-hmm. I know they've adjusted the 5P for Potemkin to hit crouchers. I'm not too sure if it'll hit Eddie, though. I've yet to see that in the lab. But we'll see if that's a change that's been made.
Oh, seeing that reversal 5P, looks like Beef is trying to find out as well. Immediately losing 50%.
Big back throw.
Here it comes.
And the Gruda pressure starts.
Very good yellow.
Flex shield not going to escape.
Oh my god, this is looking nasty. That's getting forced into a defensive position, no matter what.
Wall break super resets Eddie. Oh, Beef, now is an opportunity here. No Eddie. Wild Assault.
Did Beef react to uncharged 5 dust there? I knew he was a monk.
Oh! What a sequence to close it out there.
Decide the destiny.
Beef just stayed on the offensive. Didn't really care about what Zato or Eddie was about to do. Eats a counter hit, though.
Really showing us, you know, doesn't matter how much health we have, never down enough, as long as he is rooted attack.
Good defense. Blocks that 5B, but Eddie pressure going to get reset. YRC escapes, destroys Eddie. What's the play here?
His defense is
Punish,
looking
Roman
inhuman.
cancel, gets full combo.
Lock the charge 5. And block uncharged 5Ds forever.
At some point, that defense has just got to break. Phantom on the board now.
Battle. Decide the destiny.
Really good whip punch. Every single one leads to such a bad situation.
All right, Amorphous, break the wall. Hard knockdown, what's the play here? Ah, command grab.
Using that red Roman cancel.
Good patience from Beef, holding on to the burst, alleviate the pressure. But is going to die out 2 chip damage. Phantom takes first game. One thing I noticed that I think is going to be very important for everyone's matchups going into Zato, from both my experience playing just a little bit of Season 3 and that match there, the Deflect Shield does not work against Eddie at all. So for as great of a tool as it is to alleviate some pressure, you have to be mindful that Eddie is still going to be in your face, even if you get that Deflect Shield off and Zato away from you.
Mm-hmm. If you're really scared of the low overhead mix, though, it can help with that. But I also know with the stuff, it doesn't block the left or right. You have to know which direction.
Raw grab off the oppose attack. Oh, good backdash on the pot buster attempt. I want to see one pot buster. Just one.
Yeah.
At least one. Phantom's going to do everything in their power, though. Make sure that doesn't happen. Wants to keep Beef locked down. Oh, easy grab. There we go.
It's gonna kill. Oh.
Beef got a little bit impatient. Was not watching out for the burst there. And then eats a sword super, which lets Phantom take the first round. Excuse me.
The destiny.
Give me 1 second. I need to go grab a charger for my computer. I will be right back.
Sounds good. I'll do my best to hold it on here. Basically, inescapable mix there. Sword super, resets Eddie, breaks the wall. Keeps pressure going. Catches him with a stray hit. Falls out. Not going to get a chance to burst, though. Beef's still alive. Immediate spend of the deflect shield. Oh, raw grab. Has to keep the pressure going. Wild Assault keeps it going. Potemkin Buster. Phantom with burst to work with now. Goes for the ballsy charge 5D. Not going to get anything, though. Phantom locking down Beef now. Making him spend all the meter to avoid chip damage, but still not going to be enough. Phantom takes it in a pretty demanding way right to end the that second round there.
People have definitely been getting a lot thirstier for these charge 5Ds now that it gives positive bonus. I understand, but I was commentating a bracket yesterday, and people were going wild. Like, there were like 8 charge 5Ds in one set.
I mean, hey, it's fun to do. It's a little bit predictable though, especially if it's being used 8 times in a single set. But risk reward is what the game's all about. Hammerfall.
I'm heading to Hammerfall. Escapes the corner.
Phantom had the read on everything that Beef was attempting to do there. Ruda whiffs. There you go. No Eddie. How does Beef take advantage?
Oh man, no Eddie isn't stopping Phantom from getting this crazy pressure started. Here he comes.
KO. Battle 2. Decide the destiny.
All right, Phantom now 1 round away. Moving on to winners finals to meet Fern.
That far S is an incredible anti-air. Really hard to get around the wall.
Oh! Good read with the heat knuckle, but just too far out of range. Beef takes it with a perfect. Not out of this yet.
Decide the destiny.
That's what happens when Potemkin gets the first hit. He's really not supposed to do that. Big counter hit. Gonna get him back, Eddie.
Beef stays locked down. Now has to eat this mix. And
Oh
eat
yeah,
it he
there's
did.
the uncharged stuff.
Sends the burst. Has one more chance to turn it around from here.
Great jump on that Potemkin Buster, but no punish. Potemkin with meter is the scariest thing ever.
But not scary enough to ward off Phantom, who takes this side of winner semis in a very close 3-0. Scoreboard might say 3-0, but that was absolutely not a sweep. Beef had the fight going all 3 of those games, but Phantom comes out on top.
When you're playing against a Potemkin who's good on offense, you can beat them like 6-0 and they're all perfect, and you still feel like, oh my god, that was so close. I was a moment away from death in all of those matches.
Well, just like I said earlier, Potemkin only has to get lucky once to take it. So, with that win, Phantom has now finalized, well, we have 4 winners finals here tonight with Phantom on the Zato, taking on Fern with the Kai. All right.
You love to see Kai in grand finals.
Good stuff there. So, one big thing that we have today, we have the very incredible privilege to be working with Matcherino to provide a prize pool for this tournament. Everyone, you can go to Matcherino now. There should be access you can find within the Twitch chat, within the description here. And there are 50 codes up for grabs thus far. Oh man, don't tell me only 4 have been used. We've got 50 waiting to go. All proceeds for this is going to the winner of this tournament. I cannot stress this enough. If you can, if you have the time, if you're at your setup, please claim a free code for Matcherino. It would be the absolute best, and it would mean the world to everyone working on this tournament here today.
Yeah, for sure. Matcherino is seriously great. Definitely. If you need a way to support like any small tournament, most of them use Matcherino. Always keep an eye out for them.
So yeah, Matcherino, make sure. Hey, so right now I'm keeping my eye on the clock. There's 46. I want that to say 0. Let's all do our best. Bring that to 0. We've still got a whole plethora of games to be played for this tournament. And I think for our first Season 3 tournament, it's got to be something good. I think our winner should come away with something. Not only the pride of winning the first tournament we have here with Season 3, proven that they've been able to adapt the fastest. Give them a nice gift. Come on. Please, something. It's free.
Mm-hmm. And seeing Zato in grand finals, I know a lot of people did not expect to see Zato in grand finals for a while. Like, the nerfs were big, but I am seeing on my screen Zato performing. So, I don't know.
Yep. It could be a plethora of things. It might just be people aren't really completely familiar with their character completely yet. Or it could just be that maybe the nerfs weren't that bad. Maybe people were slightly overreacting, but again, it's not like, oh my god, the character is completely useless. Anyone can win with anyone. I think it's in a good state. It's just rough, like having so many of your important tools is kind of ripped away while everyone else gets some pretty major ones, all things considered, with White Wild Assault being a thing, and Eddie can't, or Zato rather, can't bait out a burst with Break the Law. Rough
sucks.
I
really feel like he should have been able to keep that Break the Law thing, because or the burst bait, because that was so sick every time.
All right, so I believe we're actually going to be moving into our winners finals fairly soon. Just stay tuned in for that, keeping an eye on what we've got. For the rest of bracket. Oh, excuse me. Tripping on all over my words. Yata and a Fancy Dress, who we've seen earlier today, still in bracket facing each other. Winner of that is going to be moving on to face Stunstark. Sleepy DM, who we didn't quite get to see due to Phantom taking the match earlier, going up against Psychotic Barney to take on Anampi. But enough talking about loser side. We have our winners finals going on now.
And this is the second time this tournament we've seen the Zato Kai matchup. Let's see if it goes any different every time. Bring that throw. Big damage.
Oh, oppose completely negates the DP attempt.
Wow, totally ready for that.
YRC's out of that mix.
I think that jab Red RC there was a really good move. Great offensive instinct.
KO. Battle.
There we go. Pretty effectively taking that first round. Not really letting up at all.
Sometimes it feels like the flex shield just doesn't work on Zato. So many ways to stay in from full screen.
Burst now gone for both players.
Manages to get a combo and kill Eddie in one fell swoop. Really good stun dipper.
Tap 5D, not going to get anything off of it though. Stun Dipper closes out the round. Going to the final round of our first game.
No one sees that stun dipper coming. Big combo. Wow.
Good damage. We've gone around the world on this stage now.
You remember when they said this patch was supposed to decrease the average damage?
I think it's supposed to decrease average super damage, but regardless. Oh, gets the conversion, was still airborne off the YRC. Spends the
Really
Wild
didn't know
Assault
you
there to
could
try
do
to take a... Spends the Wild Assault there to attempt to take away Burst from Phantom, but Phantom used it as a defensive mechanic just before the Wild Assault connected. Reset it. So far, it's proving to be useful.
Amazing tech. I had no idea when he was going to throw. Fern is seeing something I'm not.
KO.
Fern going for a Hail Mary touchdown pass there. Full screen Fooder arc off with the momentum. Oh, wow. Tripping over my words. Just trying to think of what that Kaya attempt was. Hail Mary. That's all it was. But yeah, Phantom taking it nice and slow, especially at the end there. Didn't have to get greedy, didn't have to get risky. Slow it down, take it nice and simple. Now has the round lead going in to winners finals.
And in this patch overall, they really wanted to decrease the average damage you get from like far advancing moves. So Fujiark has had its risk reward worsened a lot. Wow. Crazy round start already. So much stuff is happening.
Yeah, both players now without their burst. Gonna have to play some real guilty here.
Excellent frame trap from that close S to close S. Really early kill.
Decide the destiny.
There we go. A mirror of what we had the first round. Fern taking the first round, or the first game, excuse me, with Fern taking the first round in a pretty dominating fashion. Fern just trying to play keep away from Eddie, it looks like. Doesn't really want to even start any of this mix. And SD.
That was so much reward.
Gets pressure. Oh, that OTG'd.
Really nice full screen combo there. Getting in and staying in. Closing out the round with
Decide
5D.
the destiny.
No block on that tap dust right at the end. Once again, final round. Close set on her hands. Eddie back in play. Oh wow, gets caught mashing off of the oppose into the super. YRC gets nothing actually. I thought that got rid of Eddie. But Phantom got Eddie out of there just in time. Yeah, got Eddie out of there
really
just
not
in
every
time.
day.
Walks the YRC.
It's not every day you see YRC getting blocked. We've seen a lot of them failing this tournament. It feels like everyone's so ready for it, or ready for a reversal, at least.
Yep. Again, a lot of, I mean, maybe not even necessarily new tools, but especially with the time that these players have had to develop with the game, they're going to know what their opponent is really looking out for. If they have reversal options, if they have meter, what they can do with it. So they're playing a lot more attentively to it. And it's been very optimized at this point now. All right, Phantom spends the burst early. Oh!
Oh my god.
Oh, charge by me.
Did you see
Doesn't
that?
quite
Did
kill.
You see that 5D?
KO.
Did you see that 5D starting up? Because I swear it was like invisible.
Decide the
I quite literally think I blinked and I missed it. Good variance on the timing there. Baits out the 6P, gets a good combo off of it. Oh, Fern is just scared to press anything. Except for that DP. How do they confirm?
Excellent combo. Breaking the wall. No burst for Zato.
Wild Assault takes away the all-important burst gauge. Tries the DP through that 2H and oppose. Not going to work at all. Phantom now with hard knockdown. And gets the command grab before Fern has a chance to burst.
That command grab was like the very first frame he was able to grab him. That's just one of those command grabs where it makes you think the person who did that knows their character so well. And Phantom really does.
Absolutely. With Zato 1, you have to know your character. There's no getting lucky if you don't know what you're doing. I like that. Another use of Wild Assault. Keep burst resources away from Phantom and just runs up with a tap dust to go up 2-1 in the set.
Perfect timing, too. Hatches to jump away. Super cool.
Oh, yeah. Fern has a really solid understanding of the new mechanics at play here. Wild Assault taking away burst meter is huge for the game as a whole. Adds a whole nother layer of what you need to be looking out for as a player, what you need to do to ensure that you can secure these victories, put yourself in these checkmate scenarios. Because from there, it was really only one mix, especially two, because at that point, Phantom was below half. So he couldn't have even attempted a deflect shield or just a Wild Assault should they have gotten the advantage there. Just absolutely strip your opponent away of the resources and take full advantage of the situation.
1. Decide the destiny.
Oh man, great pickup there.
Could be our final game of Winners Finals here. Fern's able to close this out.
Oh my god, that comp off the hook. Finding a way to end it in super.
KO.
Cheeky little 5K just to close it out. Didn't have to go for anything crazy there.
Decide the destiny.
And just like that, Fern is one round away, being seeded in grand finals, guaranteed top 2 position.
Backdashing after the +2 situation. Might have expected a reversal there. Really good rejump. Oh man, this pressure is nefarious.
Oh! What mix? I think I'm watching Milia rage for a moment here.
KO.
Oh, Phantom
Wow.
attempts with the BRC in, try to interrupt something, but Fern already had the stun dipper already out, ready to rock. At that point, there's nothing you could do but just sit and watch the game end. Fern takes it 3-1 over Phantom and will be awaiting the winner of loser's side in grand finals. Good stuff from both players.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. It really feels like the Zato buffs were holding Phantom back there. It's going to take some time for all the Zato players to really get used to not having Eddie as much. Last season, it felt like Eddie was always there. I played against a couple of good Zatos. Eddie was always there, and now he isn't.
Hold on, have I made a mistake? That was 3-1 for Fern. No? Perhaps not.
I thought so. Oh no. Disastrous drop.
All right, well, we'll work it like it's a shoot. Right now it's 2-1 for Fern. Now working on this game here. And just like we saw last game, now perhaps for real this time, Fern has the opportunity to take it away. Oh. Massive conversion there with the Wild Assault, once again taking away Burst. But Phantom now has it off the wall break.
That Wild Assault conversion ended up scaling much better than I expected. I was like, oh, this is going to do no damage, but that was a chunk. Oh, another baited yellow rope cancel.
That YRC did not get baited out. Wall break, closes it out. Very simple.
Final battle. Decide the destiny.
Right back at you. Full screen Fudrark gets bursted. Phantom now with limited resources to work with. Has a bar meter though. Oh!
We've seen a lot of these light buttons cancel into red Roman cancel from Phantom. They're really paying off, but
didn't go for a combo off it. Tried to go for some sort of reset with that light button, as you were saying earlier. It looks like Fern has taken full advantage of it. Tap dust. And now what I believe now is to be for real this time. Fern takes it 3-1. No,
Fern's
is
pressure
there
in
any
the
more?
corner.
I'm sorry, you go ahead.
It was looking absolutely nutty with those Wild Assaults. I couldn't believe my eyes. He just had him locked and blocked done for ages.
Yeah. Once again, apologies for the confusion there. I could have sworn that Fern had already taken it 3-1 after the game that I proclaimed they won, but I guess we got a bonus match off of it, and thankfully the results didn't change. We didn't have to make some crazy explanation for what sort of lunacy I was spewing there about Fern taking it. But we can confirm 100% certainty at this point. Fern takes it. We'll be waiting in grand finals. And now we will have to see who's going to be meeting Fern on the loser side. Which I believe if I thought the game before that was the final game. I could, again, take it with a grain of salt. I could be wrong on this one. We might be looking at a Fancy Dress versus Stunstark here on one side of Losers Round 5. But we also have Anon P and Psychotic Barney on the other side as well. Winner of those matches won't quite be facing each other yet, but we will see those games in just a minute.
Fancy Dress definitely managing to hang in there. She's a very skilled player, but I'm really surprised to see so many Kais. I feel like he's normally a pretty rare character.
Hey, perhaps those buffs to Far Slash was all the character needed to get people to pick up the character again. I know a few Nagoriyuki players who dropped Kai for Nagoriyuki, but now I'm thinking with the Nagoriyuki buffs, who do you even pick at that point? With the character you love or the character who's gonna win?
Yeah.
Decide the destiny.
All right, looks like we've got our game decided here. We've got Anopi and Psychotic Barney.
Oh man, excellent dashing. Those fast dashes in the 5Ks are what make Giovanna so entertaining to watch her move. She's so cool.
Burst spent by Anopi. I need to make it work here. Oh, no combo with the DP.
Oh man, when you see that purple Roman cancel, you know the mix-up's gonna be nefarious. Charge dive kick will connect.
Chemical Love into Chemical Love. Breaks the wall. Psychotic Barney gonna take that first round.
Classic combo. Doesn't go for the safe jump. Oh man, it's back and forth. Both of them are acting so mobile, just dodging in and out of their effective range, making all these moves with. So cool
Interesting attempt for Ultimate Fortissimo there. Gets snubbed out by the DP.
I wonder if there's any way to convert off that DP.
I know that there are some crazy combos I've seen off of a counter hit DP that can basically 0 to death you in some scenarios. But off of a punish like that, or if the Eno player was already in the air, I'm not too sure if that would have been possible. Oh, high wall splat. Still gets the wall break, though.
Eno was clambering up that wall. She was like, no, let me get a little higher.
Perfect.
Nuh-uh. Secret Service agent Giovanna gets what she wants there. Takes it pretty clean there. Seems to, especially in that last round, really get a flow for the matchup. Kind of enforce things the way they wanted to. Anampi, off to a great start thus far. Let's see how Psychotic Barney's going to be able to adapt.
Both of them definitely playing an extremely mobile game where they're like all over the screen trying to get to their perfect spot. But it just feels like Giovanna with that grounded dash and that insane speed and that 5K is looking slightly better at it. And that's that slight edge really, it makes an exponential difference.
Yeah, important to remember, both characters got a couple buffs, and both characters got some new moves. Although, perhaps I'm not looking out for it correctly, but I don't think I've seen either of these players use the new move yet. Regardless,
we actually have seen Ananpi. We actually have seen Ananpi use the new move a pretty good number of times. It's kind of like a slower step forward. It's hard to look for, but it's in there.
Oh, so it's like a stance step.
Yeah.
Okay. Got to keep a keen eye for it now.
And then if you see any of the special moves kind of like engulfed in orange, that means it's used out of the step. We saw
so it is just Street Fighter 6 Ken dash mechanics. Very fascinating.
Yeah. Where on earth did they get the idea? The innovation.
All right, so far what we've seen in this second round, though, getting back to the Guilty Gear actions, Iconic Barty has gotten a pretty good advantage for themselves. Close it out off a nice confirm. And yeah, it takes it.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that 6P there. Psychotic Barney calls out the 5 heavy slash with a 6P into that low lunge move. That was crazy. Crazy read, crazy awareness.
6P is always going to work wonders on just standing buttons like that. And the stroke right after that, not much you can do. You always have to. I think that's the biggest thing that at least I personally struggle with. I'm sure a lot of players always have an eye out for it, but I get messed up by stroke so many times.
Yeah. What always? Oh, that was the stance spiral arrow there. But what always ends up getting me is stroke is a low, and like, why is it a low? Does not look.
Because
like
Eno needs it.
My head. Just can't get it in my head.
Drive Eno absolutely needs it. Ooh. Just like she needs that mix. Goes for some wall slump combos. Although those got nerfed. Going to give Anampi a great deal of burst gauge back. The 2D anti-air.
Oh wow, just dashing in and out. Ends up getting hit, but if that had worked, it would have looked so cool.
Battle 2.
All right, Psychotic Barney has turned this around by the looks of it. See how Anampi is now able to adapt. A gold burst! Big change with gold burst there. Not going to give you full tension meter. Instead, gives you the positive bonus advantage.
Oh my god, that combo hurt. Giovanna really has the potential to dish out that massive damage when she gets the right hit.
Ooh. The dash in PRC command grab, taking full advantage of the meter given by that positive bonus. No wall splat though. Oh, cross up.
Oh my
Burst
god,
gets baited.
I don't know how I feel about that burst, because it would only really do much if she was gonna red Roman cancel it, and then it got baited.
Perhaps just a heat of the moment decision. I can't remember off the top of my head what Ananpi's health pool was looking like. Perhaps Psychotic Barney might have had a chance to turn it around, but now has half burst to go into this final round of Game 3.
Going for the new stance overhead. Doesn't cross up. Gets blocked. Oh yeah,
Both
not
players.
going for the very low 2D after that clash. Not really gonna pan out.
Both players playing very patient, trying to bait out a burst. Psychotic Barney, though, not going to let it rip right off the bat. Has not
Yeah,
the kill here.
Amazing job. Sometimes holding on to that burst forever is just the best thing you can do.
Yeah, all too important of a mechanic, and an on-P, you know, not doing a bad job at all in waiting out for it, because again, you get a read on that burst attempt. It would have closed out that game immediately. But incredible patience there from Psychotic Barney, holds onto it, gets one or two quick little mixes in that was really hard to react to. Still had burst, still had meter, closes it out and goes up 2-1.
Battle 1. Decide the destiny.
All right, this is a
Poking with
non-P
these two.
set to turn around.
Did you see that 5k whiff punish? And on-P really showing their insane mobility with Giovanna. That's so plus. It's like plus
Massive
21
6p.
now.
Massive 6P again. Psychotic Barney staying on top of the anti-airs. Not giving a non-P a chance to breathe here.
Battle 2.
Now on set point.
Decide the destiny.
Seriously didn't know 2S reached there.
Oh, just out of range for a grab.
Oh my
Shimmies.
god, these whiff punishes are insane.
Oh, good grab. Cancels out the antidepressant.
Whoa, you think it's gonna be overhead, but not with Eno. Great cross up too.
Good airborne mix. Doesn't let an on-P give a good idea of what to block. There we go. Spends for
Saving the
damage
bird.
immediately.
Battle.
Spends for damage immediately. Knows that Psychotic Barney's probably going to hold on to that burst for this final round, as we do here. All important to close it out. Has to win this round here. Stay alive.
Whoa, anti-airing so well there. Even though they were a little minus after that charge side kick, they knew what to do.
Another gold burst going to give Psychotic Barney full meter and more to work with if they so desire. Not spending any of it, though. Could have gotten at least another bar out of it. Massive 6P. Conversion. Dash in for Tissimo. Going to get a good hard knockdown. What's the play here? Deflect parry.
That was a very good spot to deflect shield for sure. That mix up, very scary, and there's no way she wouldn't do anything.
KO.
Very masterful 6P. To counteract the spiral arrow, which went right over the antidepressant scale. It was layers upon layers upon layers to close that round out there. Psychotic Barney does take it and is going to be moving on to face Sly and their Saul in the next round. So it looks like going ahead here, we already had Stun Stark and a Fancy Dress play. Stun Stark did take it 3-1 over a Fancy Dress, and we'll be moving on to take on Beef.
All right, let's see if Beef can get something started. Wasn't quite able to get those that pressure going for very long in the previous set, but now second chance.
Second chance. It's not coming to my mind as to who Stun Stark plays. They're a very familiar name for me, but it's just not coming to me who they play. But we will get confirmation for that in just a moment. Beef with the Potemkin, we know for sure. Saw in that last game holding their own fairly well against Phantom, who they could meet again in losers finals with the right amount of gameplay here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, run back could be in the books here. But again, Sly, Psychotic Barney, we've seen both of them too. Absolute killers in this bracket. And I think the craziest thing to me about watching any bracket, really, only one of these players can win in a bracket like this. So many good top level players give it their all, have every ounce of dedication to the game, and yet there can only be only one winner. It's something I'm used to, but it's heartbreaking at the same time too when you really think about it.
Yeah, I mean, I just know that like they're all gonna have their turn to win because these guys are all so good. There's no way none of them are gonna win a tournament at some point. You know, they're on the up and up.
All right. So not too sure what game we're going to be getting next, but this will give me an opportunity to see how you guys have been doing on those Matcherino codes. Let's take a quick look. 3, 2, 1. We've got 42 codes remaining. So good thing in that time we got 4 codes going, but hey, we've got 42 more. Each code claimed is going to add 25 cents to the total prize pool. So just with some quick mathematics there, 25 cents times 44 codes. That's another
like $10.
$11. Yep, that's another $11 that can be added to the pool we already have. So what are you waiting for? Exclamation point Matcherino in the chat. There's still plenty of codes to go around. And as a matter of fact, now that I'm looking at it, someone claimed one. Thank you very much. All the proceeds for it is going to the winner, no matter how big, no matter how small. All of it's going along with that pride of becoming the first champion of Digital Havoc for Season 3 of Guilty Gear Strive. There can only be one first winner. It's going to be all the more important with your help in Matcherino.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So while we're just waiting on the next game to get set up, what do you think? What do you think of the couple of characters that we've seen at the absolute bottom of everyone's tier lists following the end of season 2? I'm interested to see how the new direction that both Sin and Bedman are going to take going on. What are your thoughts on the two?
Oh well, I'm terrified of Bedman. I've been saying this since like last patch. Bedman only needed a couple things to push him over the edge into being good. His pressure was already so scary. He had that really safe on block overhead that led to a guard crush. Now he's got all those setups to get his pressure going. I think that Sin is okay now, but Bedman has the potential to really wreak some havoc.
And speak of the devil, Stunstark, I think now I am remembering correctly, is a Bedman player. So it looks like we're going to be getting some oh-so-sweet Bedman action that I've been waiting to see basically since launch. Just too bad the character didn't have a lot to work with. Hopefully these Season 3 changes are going to be enough to take it against Beef.
Using that burst to keep Bedman in the corner, but... oh, wow. It is so over.
Battle 2. Decide the destiny.
Excellent punish. Really good call out on that hammer fall. Let's see the pressure.
Nice 2Ps going. Doesn't let Beef get any sort of offense in while Air 6A state is in play.
Hey, look at this. You have to block for so long. There's so much damage. I really think, you know, Bedman's similar to Potemkin in a lot of ways.
There you go, keeping that pressure going. Spends meter, keeps the plus. 6E. Oh, gets caught raw.
That's that. Hit. Doesn't quite kill. I thought that would kill. But goes for the low. That is some nice high-low mixing right there.
That final 2K will.
It's that round star 5P. It hits crouchers now.
Sunshark trying to play a little bit of a zoner's game here, but Beef with the FD Beef sending projectiles straight back. Snubbing out the 6E state whenever he can.
Using those
massive counter
air
hit.
moves to maneuver around the airspace very well. Beef is using a lot of these unsafe hammer falls. Definitely, not afraid.
Oh, tries to go for a raw pot buster there. Gonna force the burst out of stun start. Gets the hit on that just before the air 6E attack was going to come out. Gets the heat knuckle. One mix away from taking it. And Wild Assault does beat Supers.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
White Wild Assault, although not invulnerable on startup, after frame 7, it's just a pure train of invulnerability of a big body going straight for you, completely snubs out reversal supers. Beef's going to take that first game.
We didn't see any Wild Assaults from Bedman there. I wonder if we're going to see some more now that, Potemkin's put it on the table. Beef is reminding him, White Wild Assault is a thing. Let's see.
Keeps the pressure. Oh, gonna get stolen away though with that burst. Air 6E, a very volatile state.
A little bit of zoning. This is looking good. Doing a great job of blocking these hammer falls in. Deceptively low recovery on those projectiles.
Good throw.
Oh no.
Finds a gap in the pressure and now gets to keep the offense going.
Oh, it's looking good.
Oh.
Wow. Seeing a whole lot of Potemkin, but not much Buster.
Not going to get a chance when you're eating this wall-to-wall block string from Bedman. Sunstark bringing the fight to Beef.
Ooh, seeing that new forward Mega Fist Oki there. Big. Once again, flawlessly blocking all these hammer falls and hopping over that button. So good.
The delays with the call 1 to go straight over everything Beef was trying to attempt on the ground there gives Sunstark the swap and a pretty good advantage. Take game 2.
Oh, that massive
guard
overhead. That pressure went on for
pressure to
hours.
close it out. Absolutely, yeah.
Suka.
Just what I was saying.
Suka, is that you? Edman's looking pretty crazy right now.
Yeah, I guess it depends on the character you're watching. Infinite guard crush loops seem fun or not. Oh well. But yeah, Sunstark putting Beef in a bit of a checkmate scenario there. Didn't have any reversal tools to alleviate any of that pressure, especially it being a guard crush loop. Sunstark takes that game and evens up the score.
It's kind of like that meme that's like being friendly versus workplace harassment with Bedman and Asuka. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah. Big air throw leads straight into the Potemkin Buster. Gold burst!
Didn't go for the Buster. Stunshark's been very respectful, not trying to jump out of these Potemkin Busters. I wonder if Beef is going to catch on and start getting a little more Buster happy. Oh my god.
This pressure just keeps going. Oh, just out of range of the air grab.
That's one part of Bedman's pressure that I think is a little underrated. His ability to just put so much visual noise on the screen, you don't know what's happening. And it's hard to see what move he's using. It's potent.
Oh, interesting there. Stunstark was under the effects of the Bedman install there, and the off of the 236H, it should allow the explosive head to remain on screen in that install state. Perhaps it ended just as it was about to come out. I'll have to look further into that interaction there. But regardless, Sunstark is not going to be thwarted by it. Keeps the pressure going.
Oh man, Deflect Shield is not working to keep Bedman out. Immediately you have to block another thing.
There we go. Pot Buster. Let's see if that gets him started for Beef. Tap 5D. Gonna force the wall splat. Heat Knuckle. Not quite gonna kill.
Just a little bit of health. Let's see if... Oh, amazing air attack. Let's see if Sunship can keep Beef out.
Oh.
Hex left and right.
KO.
Deflect Shield
Great
backwards
use of-
Mega Fit.
Yeah, a great use of the White Wild Assault there to keep that pressure going completely, or just completely. Hold on, let me arrange my thoughts here. Does the White Wild Assault does not allow Beef to get any sort of reversal attempt going, but found that opportunity to turn it around with that throw there. Beef gets on the board. Good stuff.
Potemkin's a character where you have to think a lot when you're in defense, because you do have backwards Mega Fist, but you don't have very much else. So Beef's crazy defense here cannot be overstated. Very impressive.
Sunstark just playing keep away. And immediately off of it, goes straight into pressure, forces the burst out of Beef.
It's tempting to press there against Bedman, but you just can't. You're eating the sloppiest counter hit in existence.
YRC alleviates some pressure.
Man, you can't escape Potemkin. Sunshark using all these special staying there forever.
Massive 6H sends Sunstark to the wall. Beef just hammer falls straight in, takes the Potemkin Buster. Now on set point.
Let's see the Oki. Oh my god, so much chip damage, so much damage from the throws. Beef manages to get that back throw, but it costs so much health.
Sunstark just puts him back in the blender. Goes back to the other wall. That back throw meant nothing.
KO.
There we go. Plays the range game, close it out there.
Decide the destiny.
Sunstark has to take the round here, even up the set.
Bedman doesn't have very many long range normals, but got a couple of goodies. Nice safe jump. In the corner.
Masterful use of the Air 6E state. Knows exactly when to spend each move.
Oh wow.
Oh, tap
Looks
on
like
beat.
he's done getting guard crushed though. Had quite enough.
Oh. Gets caught with the wall splat off the load there. And even with an incredible performance from Bedman from Sunstark, Beef takes that match in the loser's quarters and is going to be going up against the already awaiting Sly in the loser's semis. Potemkin versus Saul Bad Guy. I mean, it's interesting thinking about how it's all, oh, you know, these are all matches I've already seen. Realistically, we haven't. Not me, at least. I don't know what season 3 is going to bring to these matchups here. I don't imagine it'll change too much with Saul and Potemkin specifically, but that remains to be seen. It's all about what Sly and Beef are going to be able to bring to the table here.
Yeah, and Potemkin's 5P hits crouchers now. Very big change.
Very big
That comes in.
change. Not going to be able to get away with nearly as much is Saul Bad Guy while in the all important crouch blocking stance. assuming Guilty Gear players are blocking. But that remains to be seen. Good players block, which is why I don't.
If Sly doesn't want to do much blocking, let's remember that because Soul needed more low frame options, it's got a 5-frame 2K now. Even better options to poke out of pressure constantly. I know how much that helps against Potemkin. Like when Potemkin's plus, he's like plus 30. But maybe we'll see that come in.
Any tool that you have access to alleviate some of Potemkin's pressure is going to be a very important tool to have. Here we go. First match of our losers semis: Sly versus Beef, Saul versus Potemkin.
Oh, starting off strong for Sly. Potemkin in the corner. Best position.
Takes it nice and slow. Catching Sly with some Potemkin schmicks here by the looks of it.
Ups the combo, but still does so much damage with just a couple hits.
Snubs out the Wild Assault with 5p there. Wild Assault from Beef going to take away any sort of burst options from Sly. DP.
Whoa, great DP.
Ooh. Very good cancel on the 6H there. The Potemkin JD going to be very whiff punishable. Gets a nice easy punish. Takes the first round.
Oh no, here comes the pain. Look at that damage. Didn't even Roman cancel, saving the meter.
There we go. Beef looking to turn it around here. Wild Assault doing some great job with it. Potemkin Buster evens up the rounds.
Wow, you blink and you miss Beef crushing him. Here comes the Soul Wild Assault though. Nice Oki.
Good anti-air.
Yeah, Potemkin has a really good time converting off of those anti-air jabs, and if anyone can react to them, it's Beef. Great reflex shield too.
There you go. Catch him standing just a little too long. Quick little low. Oh, Fafnir a little too quick with it. Gets back thrown.
Just out of range of that heat knuckle. Rush with death for sure.
Bandit Bringer goes straight over. Another 6H is not going to close us out there. Armor straight through it. Still holding on to burst. Gonna have to do something. Spends the burst. Puts Beef back in the corner. Gets caught with a JD. There's a trade there.
Who won?
It's Sly. Those
Pixel
moments
House
are
Potemkin.
always scary.
Pixel House
Those moments
Potemkin's one of the scariest characters for sure, but still only has a pixel of health, so definitely doesn't win those trades.
At least in trades that end in double KOs, you're able to know immediately. But that split second of not knowing who won the trade there to win the game when both characters are low health like that, like my heart skipped a beat. It's it's scary seeing situations like that. Quite honestly, for me.
Decide the destiny.
All right.
Sly's been doing a really good job
of.
Sly's been doing a really good job of evading these slam heads. He's definitely having Beef is having trouble getting in with them.
Oh, spends for the heavenly. I like it.
Is this kill?
It's a heavenly. I think it kills. No, I stay mistaken.
That dealt no damage. That dealt no
Such
damage.
a fool I am. I would be an awful contestant on Will and Kill. Anyways, Beef does close out the round there. Looking to even up the score in the set.
That Bandit Bringer whip punish was pretty wild.
Oh, gets caught mashing with the far S. 4H, excuse me. Or just H, rather. 5H. One of those notations has to be right.
Perfect.
Tap D. Close out the round. Perfect.
Final battle. Decide the destiny.
Round start throw from Beef. Quite the call out to make. Perhaps looking for a wild assault counter.
That with Fafnir is scary because you think they're gonna go for a throw, but it's the hit. Very late burst.
Anti-air with 5k. Sly slowing it down. Forcing Beef to play their game.
Oh, the damage on Wild Throw did get pretty heavily nerfed. So, last patch, Beef would probably be dead right now.
Ooh! Standard throw counters the hammer fall. Massive read from Sly. Goes up 2-0 in the set. That's got to put Beef on their heels. That's got to rattle their chains just a bit.
Especially with range on throws being so low in this game, the ability to call out armored moves with them. That's a talent. I didn't even know you could do that.
Oh yeah. One thing I really love about this game, that a lot of options that are usually safe in other games like DPs and Street Fighter, you can't grab those. I think being able to grab DPs and grab armored moves, I think it's so good. Why don't more games have that? It's such a great call out tool.
It also gives an extra layer of utility to wake up supers. Because, you know, I used to think, like, why would you wake up super when you can do wake up DP and Roman cancel it? It's because it beats throws. So cool.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Very strong start. Getting that dash back whip punish. That was a crushing.
Starts game 3 with a perfect. Beef going for a pretty hard call out there with the white wild assault off the wall break. Not going to get anything though. And Sly is now 1 round away from moving on to losers finals. Wild throw.
Getting that
wild throw.
Another one.
No chance to burst, but that is not going to kill. Beef still has a chance. White Wild Assault not going to get any damage. The 5k misses. Good punish on that.
No,
with the meter's turn.
drop.
Yep. Textbook punish. Sly takes it 3-0 over Beef, who, especially in that latter half, Sly really got the advantage there, really figured out what Beef exactly was going to be looking for. I think that hard call out on the hammer fall at the end of game 2, like that was a point for Sly that just, yeah, it all makes sense. Everything works for me now.
Absolutely. I also think that misinput at the end really threw Beef off. I think Beef was ready to start that comeback, start that pressure. I mean, with Potemkin, you really have to be ready to make a comeback at any moment. But that misinput, you know, suddenly you think you got a hit, but now the opponent's blocking your hammer fall.
Yep. A lot of stuff to look out for. Not enough for Beef to take it. Falls to Sly, who now moves on to our losers finals to take on Phantom and their Zato 1. Top 3 position now. All 3 players being Sly, Phantom, and Fern, who is awaiting the winner of this set in grand finals. They're going to have to reset bracket against Fern to take it. But we're not at grand finals yet. We're still talking about our losers finals here. Phantom and Sly. It's a match we haven't seen so far, but both players, real killers in the bracket so far. What do you think of this upcoming matchup?
I have no idea. I think last patch I would have said slight Zato favor, just because I think last patch, if you didn't have specific tools to deal with Eddie, you know, it was tough. But Soul's so good right now, and Zato got hit so hard. But also, he's still really good.
Battle 1.
I don't know.
Yeah. It's going to be up to the players here to find out what kind of a matchup this really is going to turn out to be. Losers Finals begins now. Sly and Phantom. Sly with an explosive start, though.
Battle 2.
I really didn't think that would kill. That's crazy.
Maybe it's because previously people would spend a lot of time in these Zato block strings. Myself, sometimes, I even forget. Zato has one of the lowest health pools in the whole game.
Really?
Against,
I didn't know that.
Against Saul's explosive damage, it's a scary thing to go against.
Yeah, but
all
in
about how-
Zato's turn, explosive. Let's look at this.
It's all going to be about how Phantom is going to be able to lock down Sly, not let any Saul bad guy stuff even happen to begin with.
KO.
Sly holding on to the burst there to go into the final round. Both players at about even resources. Phantom spends the burst immediately, though. Does not want to eat that round start pressure.
That Gunflame killing Eddie right off the bat could have been big for Sly. Phantom manages to get that hit and stall until the frog is back.
Sly with that
GG
2K
whip.
cancels out Eddie. Was not able to get something very good against Phantom, though. Eddie once again snubbed out. Phantom's keeping on the pressure, though. Oh!
These
Spends
combos
himself,
are
gets
doing
the hard
more
knockdown.
damage.
Oh! Massive call out in the air. Gets the air throw. Sly is going to take the first game.
Sly showing those lightning reflexes with that immediate jump, immediate air throw. You can't get away with that. It's such a high level.
Yep, the immediate air throws. I noticed too that Sly was very astute in looking out for Eddie getting too close in a position where a quick little 2K or quick little 2P even would have completely taken Eddie out. Phantom not able to play the solo Zato neutral, just not enough to keep the pressure going on. Sly takes the first game.
Oh man, breaking the law to get that reversal safe setup. I see why it's got that name now. Getting hit though. Cross up, and they blocked it. How wild.
Pose snubs out the jab attempt. Keeping Sly locked
Oh
down
my
here.
god. Keeps refilling Eddie mid block string. That is impressive.
No Eddie to work with at the end of that round, but Sly did not want to spend the burst there. Holds onto it for the next round, and Phantom's going to take it.
Oh no,
Oh.
this is so scary.
Now is Eddie to work with, but needs a punish. Spends the burst, though. Got an opportunity to turn it around. Eddie gets snubbed out. And Sly very quickly taking advantage of that opportunity brings it to final round.
Oh my god, that air to air was wild, pushing him right to the corner. Let's see the mix.
Massive 6B. Oh, bit of a trade there off the 2Ds. Sly gets the better of the situation, though. Phantom now without Eddie. Gets it back, but at that point, it was too little, too late. Sly looking to run away with this one now. Already up 2-0 in the set against Phantom.
Yeah, Phantom is looking so good, but it feels like against this crazy pressure Sly's putting out and this crazy, reaction time Sly has, he's kind of falling apart. Let's see if he can bring it back, though.
Sly is absolutely
Definitely
staying
feeling it.
on top of the ball here. Not, like I said, feeling it, but yeah, it's all about this matchup right now. Phantom has to lock Sly down. Can't let Sly get the Saul bad guy video game going. Has to stay on him.
Totally.
Oh, Gunflame. Wipes out Eddie.
Oh, here comes that crazy corner pressure.
Finds an escape, though, with 2P.
Oh my god.
Neat little combo there. Get some crazy damage with it. Big counter hit. And a revolver to close it out. Sly looking to take it 3-0 here on set point. Get the run back.
No Eddie to enforce these past 5Ds, but kind of ends up working to Phantom's favor, because who's looking for 5D from Zato when there's no Eddie?
Oh, big damage. Phantom, do or die at this point. Backdash going to get snubbed out by the BRC Far Slash. Sly takes Losers Finals and gets the run back in Grand Finals against Fern.
And it was just so decisive, too. I was like, this match is going to be down to the wire. It's going to be close. But Sly was keeping something back. He had that hidden pool of energy. And I wonder if we're going to see that that insane level of play going into this grand finals with Fern as well.
Yep, they have to pull out something. Now, I'll just quickly mention this since this could be our last opportunity to bring it up before the end of the tournament. There we are, Matcherino. Taking a look at the code selections left, there's 38 codes remaining. Another 4 have gone down. That's another dollar being given to the final pool. So, once again, these are free codes to claim through Matcherino. All you have to do is sign in through whichever service provider you're already using, whether that be Twitch, Discord, Twitter, a bunch of platforms available for you to use to claim that free code. This is your last opportunity to do it, to increase that prize pool for our winner here today at Digital Havoc.
I just want to say to you, you can also log in through LinkedIn. Not even lying to you, it is an option. So, hey man, you applying for that job application, you can use that code too.
Hear that? Everyone over 30 years old, LinkedIn, an available option for you to use as well. I'm just joking. I love LinkedIn. I have to update my LinkedIn. I got to make it look nice.
Yeah, sleeper pick for top 1 social media. Only one that isn't addictive.
Well, that's, you know what? Fair. I think that's a fair point to make. Still, by the end of that, I hope that the rest of the codes will be going out. Again, last chance. What is that? Still 38? Still 38. Let's go, people. Move it, move it, move it. Let's get those last codes claimed. Got a great opportunity to increase our prize pool for, again, Historic Digital Havoc here, 149. The first tournament for Season 3 we have in our hands. There can only be one winner. It's going to be either Fern22 on the Kai or Sly on the Soul. Run back of winners finals from what we saw, although Sly is going to have to keep that momentum from losers bracket going to both reset bracket and take the whole tournament.
Yeah, and when you're playing through losers bracket and you have to go to a grand finals and reset the bracket, I don't know about you, but my stamina for playing multiple games in a row against different people, it's so low. Like, if I say, okay, time for a ranked session, I'm going to be on there for half an hour. I'm going to play against 2 or 3 different people. And then I'm going to be, like, covered in sweat. I'm going to be exhausted and be like, okay, time to go have a nap for an hour.
Yeah,
I
feel the same way.
Battle 1.
Reset the bracket.
All right, well,
Destiny.
it's time to see what Sly's endurance is looking like as Grand Finals begins with the lore match.
And starting with some good old-fashioned Guilty Gear neutral. Nice poke. Nice Future arc. So many discards. That's crazy. Good reaction, good punish.
Oh, good block on the 5B attempt there. Massive read on the grab attempt. Let's see the big combo. Drop snow.
Oh man, almost had that massive combo. Who's gonna take this? It's down to the wire. Oh, these far slashes have been putting in so much work for Fern here.
Decide the destiny.
Fern takes that all-important first round. Let's see if that's going to set the momentum for the rest of the set.
Oh my god, the momentum for this round is pretty clear though. That is looking like some wild pressure. Unfortunately, 6H does hit deceptively low. It does not have a very good vertical hitbox, but you're gonna be able to get that second hit anyway.
Not the empty jump DP. Such confidence to go for that from Sly. Doesn't have to play too risky here. Only needs to take off one hit from Fern.
Back to round start though, and with half health less for it. Great 6H.
Final battle.
Round start doesn't matter. Just 6H. Good call out. Now Sly working on this final round with no burst thus far.
Very cool combo, using that Wild Assault to take him right to the corner.
Right to the corner, take away the all-important burst meter.
Oh, this could be the start of something big. Very good burst. Very good job not getting baited.
Good patience, waiting out for Sly to attempt to keep the combo going. So Fern taking it nice and slow now. Needs a counter hit though, but mid-screen stun. Oh wow, tripping over my words again. My bad. I apologize. Mid-screen stun dipper closes out the round. There we go. I knew I could finish that sentence. Put my brain to it.
It was a Freudian slip, you know. Your mouth wanted to say stun dipper, but your heart wanted to say scum dipper. It's okay. Yeah, I won't blame you.
You know, I didn't want to have to say it, but yes, I had to stop myself from saying scum dipper. But if hey, the Kai player said it, not me.
Wow, crazy punish with these discards.
Massive DP on the Fafnir. Get the side switch, wall splat. Get some positive bonus to go with it.
That bar of meter is going to pay itself back in no time flat.
Oh, but not if the interest of Stall Bad Guy has anything to say about it.
Decide the destiny.
Takes that
sure,
round
bought
right
that
back.
bond right off.
Good anti-air. Bit of a scramble there. These Fudra are going straight over Saul like a rainbow.
That blue Roman cancel there was Kai's that was Kai's instant overhead. A little out of range, but there was a jump S there, and it would have hit crouching opponent.
Big Wild Assault combo there. Goes wall to wall. Gets the wall break. Hard knockdown. And Fern keeps that momentum going. Take the round here. Another DP. Getting crazy mileage off of these. Sly's got to stay more attentive to him.
Oh, going for the safe jump instead of the wall break. Okay, I like that.
Where's the burst?
You know, Sly's been doing some really good bursts here. Calling out the Wild Assault and stopping Fern from getting all that big burst advantage.
Yeah, and now Fern in a very comfortable position here. Up 2-0 in the set, is now one game away from taking home Digital Havoc as the first champion of Season 3. Massive, massive game here next. It's Fern's games to lose here at this point. Sly has got to turn this momentum around just to reset bracket, no less. Not even to take the tournament.
Yeah, for sure. Got a big hill to climb, but you know, we've seen it happen before. We've seen some sweeps from Seoul before. Big wall break right off the bat. Tricky little Roman cancel.
Pressure going.
The pressure is going to keep going. Oh my god.
Sly with a perfectly timed DP as to not eat that Wild Assault. Keeps burst going, and now is looking to turn this round around.
First
Oh,
said,
but the
hey bro,
confirm.
got a couple minutes to spare? I've got positive bonus and a bar of meter.
Decide destiny.
Positive bonus, a bar of meter, as well as the tournament point on what could be this final round.
These safe jumps are cool. You know, that has to be like, some of that has to be manually timed. So this is all very impressive, not dropping any of these safe jumps.
Sly says it's do or die. Spending burst, keeping Fern in the corner. Doesn't quite get the wall splat. Gets a free mix. Gets the wall splat. Breaks the wall with 6H. Gonna hold on to that bar of meter for something else.
Oh, this is gonna be some big damage.
Well, the Assault gonna give the hard knockdown. All important for Fern. Oh, gets caught mashing. Sly spends the burst. DRC bandit
Oh, will this kill?
Gets counter. Another counter close slash. And the DP. Sly is still in this.
Final battle.
What a roller coaster of emotions. If you, like, I had no idea who was gonna win the whole match. That's a Kai
Taking
start.
an early
Love to
advantage.
see it.
Spends wild assault. Positive bonus, hard knockdown. Good defense. Just blocks
Oh
on
my
all
God,
of these.
taking defense.
Gets the confirm. Sacred Edge.
I don't think
Fern
that was
now
a
one mix
confirm. I
away
think
from
that was
taking
just
this
a
whole
buffer.
tournament.
Pressing the
Counter
3
5K.
frame. Kai can't do anything there, but DP is 0 on hit.
Playing
Oh,
very
gets it with
patient.
this
Fern,
guy.
Fern waits for that whiffed 5H, and like that, takes home the championship for Digital Havoc 149. First tournament of Season 3. Very great stuff.
Absolutely crazy high level play from both of them. Knowing all the frame data, knowing all the situations, never caught off guard. Definitely, like, one of them might have lost, but they both did amazing.
Yeah, big ups to everyone. Everyone that we've seen in this stacked top 8 we got, everyone we've seen in the tournament as a whole. Got 27 players for this tournament here. Made it very special. And I'm very happy that we got 27 people here today for the tournament that got announced earlier this afternoon. So I think it's very great. Everyone came out, played their heart out in what's going to be quite literally a once-in-a-lifetime tournament. Fern's going to get to hold that first ever championship forever now for Season 3.
Yeah. Pretty amazing.
Very great stuff from everyone. All right. Cobalt, did you have anything to add to great stuff we've seen tonight?
No, thanks so much for having me, though. It's been a total pleasure.
Yeah, it's the feelings completely mutual here. I'm very fortunate to be a part of what was a great tournament, and thank you everyone for having me and letting me talk in your ears for a couple hours. It means the world to me.
Are you ready, World Warriors? Capcom and Teals have joined forces again to bring you Capcom Pro Tour World Warrior. Look, spectacular action! Feel sensational thrills! Don't miss out on your chance to go to Capcom. Capcom Pro Tour World Warrior.
Quoted Tech, the official production partner for Incendium Gaming. Visit quoted.tech for your custom PC build today. Use referral code INCENDIUM for a $100 discount.